The Mapogo Lions, Origins, Rivals, and the End of a Dynasty. In lion society, dominance is temporary. Even the strongest coalitions can rise, fracture, and fall. Between 2006 and the early 2010s, one coalition expanded farther than most ever recorded in South Africa's Sabi sand region. They were known as the Mapogo Lion Coalition. Where the Mapogos came from. The Mapogo males are believed to have originated in the western Greater Kruger ecosystem, likely outside the core Sabi sand reserves. As young nomads, they moved eastward into Sabi sand, an area rich in prides, but already occupied by resident males. Unlike most nomadic groups, they remained together as they matured, forming an unusual, large coalition that would soon challenge the existing power structure. At their peak, the coalition consisted of 6 adult males: Makulu, Mr. T, Kinky Tail, Rasta, Pretty Boy, and Dreadlocks. They operated primarily within the Sabi Sand Game Reserve, one of the most intensively monitored lion landscapes in Africa, which is why their movements and conflicts are usually well documented. During their rise, the Mapogos gained access to several major prides. One of the most significant was the Tsala pride. At the time, this pride had been reduced to just 2 adult females, a mother and a daughter. Despite constant instability, the pride survived and reproduced, becoming one of the most well-known examples of female continuity under intense male turnover. The Mapogos also controlled territory occupied by the Sparta pride, where Mapogo sire cubs were documented. Their influence extended into the range of the Ottawa pride, one of the largest prides in the region. Through control here fluctuated as the coalition began to split. Period of control also included the River Pride, particularly during the height of the Mapogo dominance. The Mapogo rise involved repeated confrontations with resident males. Early in their expansion, they defeated and displaced the northern Avoca males, opening access to the northern territories. They also removed several southern resident males across Sabi sands. Some were killed during confrontations, others were permanently displaced. Individual identities are not always consistently recorded, but the territorial outcome was clear. The decline of the Mapogos did not begin with a single battle, but with fragmentation. As the coalition split into smaller units, their ability to defend a vast territory weakened. This allowed new rivals to challenge them, particularly the Saladi males. In one of the most significant confrontations, the Saladi males fatally wounded Mr. T, one of the most dominant Mapogo individuals. This marked a major turning point in the Mapogo era. Following the Saladi incursion, a new coalition rose to prominence, the Majingalani males. Operating as a highly coordinated 4-male coalition, the Majingalanis systematically displaced the remaining Mapogo males from key territories. By the early 2010s, Mapogo dominance across the Sabi sand had ended. The Mapogo coalition reshaped line dynamics across Sabi sand. Their reign demonstrated how coalition size can temporarily override traditional limits, but not eliminate them. Their genetic and social impact persisted through surviving offspring and altered pride structures long after their fall. The end of the Mapogo coalition occurred gradually. Mr. T, fatally injured during conflict with the Saladi males. Makulu survived longer than most, but eventually disappeared from the region, likely due to age-related decline. Kinky Tail, injured during later conflicts, and subsequently vanished from documented sightings. Rasta, last reliably observed as a weekend nomad after the coalition collapsed. Pretty Boy in Dreadlocks disappeared earlier during the period of fragmentation, likely after displacement beyond monitored areas. In wild lion populations, loss of territory often marks the true end of dominance, not a witnessed death.